I want to give everybody an update on my 67 Shelby GT 350. I'm building for Blue Ox Model Shop's Street Machine group build. Well, if you guys remember, I had the Pegasus wheels that ended up being a little bit too small. They looked more like 17s instead of 19s. So I reached out to Dwayne over at Doozer Models, and he hooked me up with these things. They are amazing. They look more like an alloy wheel versus the fake chrome on the Pegasus. And I am really happy with how they turned out. It was even able to do an offset for me. So the rears are a little bit fatter and taller than the fronts. Show you here. And they're not glued together, but yeah, but I said finish quality is just amazing. The tread quality, and they look so good. I'm really happy with these. The rears are 19s, the fronts are 18s, and they even came painted. I did not do anything with them. So thank you very much to Dwayne over at Doozer Models. I got the body primed and ready for paint. I used a Mr. Surfacer 1000 and a rattle can, and it turned out really good. I'm really happy with how smooth the finish is. I didn't really lose any detail. I really like this primer. You can even see the little lock in the door there, so makes me really happy. But yeah, definitely impressed with that primer. Got all my accessories primed, ready to go. So got the radiator done, primed. Firewall, got all my louvers done. So as soon as the weather gets better, get some color on it. Speaking of color, I was able to find this paint. It's Color Shift green at Walmart. I mixed it with some black and came up with this pretty cool color. My wife's really happy with it, and it doesn't cost $18 a bottle. So hopefully I can figure out how to run this through an airbrush and get that painted. Yeah, it's a real dark metallic green, and I think it'll look amazing on that car. So, any tips on running acrylics through an airbrush are definitely appreciated. Alright, well, the interior definitely didn't turn out how I wanted it to. I got it painted, but it's supposed to be satin black, and half of it's shiny, half of it's all splotchy. And it's the same paint I've always used, the Rust-Oleum 2X, but like I said, it can't make up its mind what the finish wants to be. It's like that's all flat and bumpy. That's shiny and smooth. So, if anybody has any idea what happened there, I make sure I washed my parts and all that, but it happened to pretty much all of it. I don't know if I got a bad can or what, but yeah, the finish just isn't what I want it to be. So, these will be taking a bath in the purple power. Here's how it looks with the stock suspension. Wheels look amazing, but ride height I think is a little off. Feels a little high to me. Wheels are so big the suspension doesn't even touch in the back. But I could put a block on it and bring it down a little bit. Bring these up some. That's not horrible. Kind of depends on what look I'm going for here. I'd really like to slam the tires down, but my big drawback is the tires are so wide that the stock suspension here is going to get in the way. So I'll do something different with that. Either probably 4-link it just to be able to bring the tires in, because that way the leaf springs won't be in the way. So I might be able to do there. Front end shouldn't be too bad. I can just take the nubs off the inside here and then suck those in. Those should tuck okay. If not, I said I can always modify the front suspension a little bit and get those pulled in where I want them. Because ideally, I would like to have it sitting sliding apart. I don't have them glued yet. kind of more of the look I'm looking for here, is a nice tucked up wheel. So I can shift the rear end over a little bit here. Yeah. Something like that's more what I'd like to see. If I can get it, because I think that looks way better. Stick it on the black here. With it tucked. But you get the idea. I'd like to, like I said, get it way lower. Something more like that, because that feels a little better to me. So probably helps on camera. Yeah, I think that looks. I think I'd like that look a lot better. If you guys have any idea of how to replace it rear end, or maybe another kit that I can steal one off of, that'd be great. That way I can try and get maybe a 4-link or something in the back there to get them tires tucked in. I still am planning on putting a bigger engine in the front, so I'm not going to do anything with the front end. I'm not making anything permanent yet until I get everything done, because I might end up having to redo the tunnel depending on how big the engine is. So, but yeah, so far I think I'm real happy with what's coming out. And I think it'll look pretty sick when it's all done. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching, and until next time, dream big, build small.